man. Got one of my great returning guests who's been here quite often, man. He came through to give us some insight on a show that he's hosting tonight.
Yeah.
At the Erie Insurance Arena in Erie, Pennsylvania. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What up, y'all? Fat Man Scoop here. I happen to be in Erie, Pennsylvania, one of my favorite places in the world, actually. And tonight, myself, Young Jeezy, Rob 49, Tay Money, Mooski, and of course, Sexy Red. We're gonna do a concert here tonight in Erie. One of the first of this level to be done in this area. So this is like for this part of the northwest Pennsylvania area. This would be like huge, right?
No doubt.
It would be huge.
How you feel about getting back to the hip hop aspect of things? I mean, I follow you on Instagram and social media. You in Morocco and all these exotic places and shit.
Yeah.
How you feel about getting back to hip hopping on the grand stage in the United States?
Oh, it's good. It's good. One of the things that I'm deciding to do now is I'm starting to split my time in America and overseas. Because anybody who knows me, and you could ask, I'm the king of overseas. I've been doing that before anybody even thought about it. That's why during the financial crisis of 2008, everybody was, because there was no money in the U.S., everybody was trying to go to Europe. And at the time, I was having no problem doing it. They were like, yo, why this? Because I was out there early. And I went out to Europe early, and I went global early. I went global in probably about 98. And the reason that I did that is because I would encounter so much BS in the U.S. So if you've ever seen if you ever want to know what it's like for an artist in America dealing with the urban clubs, go watch a movie called Janky Promoters.
Okay.
Janky Promoters with Mike Epps and Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And I called Cube and I said, bro, I know only a person that's been through that could know that.
Could write that.
Could write that. You couldn't write that unless you've been through that on a regular basis. And
so that wasn't just a parody, that wasn't far removed from
the
truth?
No, bro, that should have been a documentary. Like, if they would have cut the music off and just made it a documentary, it would have passed as a documentary. Because any artist that's been in the urban space know how it goes. It's that kind of stuff. Dudes doing this, laughing this. There's even been times when you get paid and the dude trying to rob you, the dude that's the promoter got his people trying to rob you on the way out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Like,
they wanted to go get my money back from
go get my money back. Like, so I used to call it the promoter's book of BS.
Yeah. And
when I noticed it when I went to Europe and stuff, I would get paid before I get on the flight.
Yeah.
There's no violence. There's the attitude is different. I've had a physical confrontation twice in 25 years in Europe. There are a lot of Caucasian women out here.
Yeah.
So for me, sometimes I look at it and I say it's a blessing because I'm a black man. So I like plus size women. I'll be the first to say I like booties, big legs, not BBLs, but I like
thick, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So God knew what he was doing with me. He put me over there. Because if he would have had me over here all that time, I might have had 38 kids. So it was a blessing. But the money's good, everything is cool. They pay you in their currency, which is more than American currency. So it's a lot of different things. You get to learn the world, you get to see the world. Like, to be honest with you, I should be like a diplomat for the U.S. because I've been to so many countries, seen so much stuff. I understand the culture, how things work, how people do things, that, when I see American politicians that's never been out of the U.S., I'm like, yo, bro, but you're supposed to do this, blah, 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 blah. Yo, man, when you wear this, yo, man, the Gucci, the Gully, whatever I'm talking about, wherever I'm at, I have a better understanding than most because I've been out there and I've been out there on multiple occasions.
Right. When you be moving around internationally like that,
we were in Dubai together.
Yeah.
Remember when I had the
came to your sound check.
You came to my sound check. You came to the when I had they gave me the presidential suite.
That was incredible,
bro. It was like 7 beds in there. Where am I asleep?
All right, now listen, right. I'm taking into consideration the hospitality that you showed me that day.
Yeah.
What do you think about the situation that's been reputed to happen with Floyd Mayweather in that same country?
So I'm hearing that part of me, I heard that it didn't really happen, but then I heard that it did happen. So I'll say this, like I heard from somebody that I really trust out there that it did happen, but then I heard from somebody else that it didn't happen. But let's just say that it did happen. You're not playing with the people. Right. So let's start here. I go to Dubai on a regular basis. I have a residency in the club called the Five. If you ever fly to Dubai, when you're landing, the Five Hotel is on the screen. So like they promote, like they connected with the government like that.
Right.
And you know, I know because I've traveled and I'm deal with certain people, I'm around a lot of high level people and you know, people who of the royal family and stuff. It is a beautiful place. You can do pretty much what you want. But one thing that they not playing with you on no level with is stealing.
Yeah.
So anything they're not dealing with you with stealing. They're not dealing with you with your American culture. So if you go out there and you're like and you screaming and stuff, you can wind up in jail like that easy.
Right.
So when I heard that Floyd was being detained, it made perfect sense to me. What I had heard, which there's so many stories, and I didn't even get a chance to talk to Floyd Mayweather. When I run into him, I will ask him, is they said, you don't leave until it comes back.
Yeah.
From what I heard, he was like, yo, don't worry about it, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, your money don't mean nothing. We want the peace back.
Yeah.
And everything that I know of people in the UAE and the Islamic culture, they don't care. It's more about money than, it's more about honor
Principle.
than money.
Yeah.
Okay, from Islamic banking to everything, it's an honor system. It's certain things. In China, people deal with something called face. They don't want to lose their face. So they may do something that if they said they was going to do it and they don't have the money, they'll figure out a way to do it because they don't want to lose face.
Right.
In Islamic countries, it's about honor and respect. So guess what? Your money don't mean nothing, homie. We need that peace back. Am I lying to you? Am I right? You got a body Republican, you know what it is.
You might want a hand.
Right. Well, you might want a hand.
Yeah,
right, but we know that we're not doing that with Floyd Mayweather. But we want that peace back, Playboy. So, you know something, to even make it, to take it one step further for you, when I travel by myself. If it's me and my tour manager. I travel by myself. Here is why. The more people that you have with you, the more propensity there's going to be a problem. So let me give you a case in point, and this is how I wound up doing that. I used to, when I first came out with my first record, Hands Up. It's like, hands up, now put your hands up. What? It was the record off Busta Rhymes, huge record, right? I'm booming in the streets, I'm killing it. What do? I'm from Harlem. So what I do, I'm from the building where the Central Park 5 were from. Those are my young homies. So what do? I bring everybody from Schomburg Plaza in Harlem. I bring all some of my people from 10th Street, some of my people from 9th Street. I got like 30 dudes with me, right? I'm making hands up, now put your hands up, but every night I'm fighting. Yeah. Bro, that's like making Dynamite by Tayo Cruz or making fucking that's like making fucking Sexy Chick by Akon and you fighting every night. Yeah. It's not supposed to happen. So one night I happened to be in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and we were all there, and I had 30 people with me. God bless the dead. My man Sil was like, he was a dude in my neighborhood. So Sil, if anybody know from back in the days from Harlem, Sylvester was the man in Schomburg Plaza. So he held down our projects. Him, my man Trell, God bless the dead Trell. I used to be with Nelly and them. Trell held it down. My man Rob Rose, a bunch of people held it down. Anyway, Sil was the main one. So when Sil came back from jail, I think he came back from like a double murder. He came back from jail. What's the first thing I do? I'm gonna bring my people with me, right? Because I'm trying to keep him out of trouble. So I go out with him one night. It's me, him, 30 other dudes, my man Bubs, who is his brother. They tried to take my man's Sil chain when the Benjamins came on.
Yeah.
Now we all fighting. So I said, Air Force One, everybody fighting. So you know if you hear Air Force One, you run to where the fight is. So now everybody fighting. We go back into the dressing room, about 30 of us, the whole club waiting for us outside. The security guard, this is like 1997. Security guard, I said, yo man, we here by ourselves, you won't get killed. Security guard had 245s. He said, yo, I got you, I'm holding you down, you good. I said, what that mean? Everybody like, what that mean, you good, you good? He said, yo, man, just to show you, because you fat man school, he gave me the 245s. He said, yo, you hold the 245s. So now I'm sitting in there holding 245s, right? My man Sil says, if I get upstairs, I'm getting my Uzi. If I get to my trunk, it's over. I'm sitting there and I'm with the 245s and I'm like, Sil crazy like that. I said, if I get out of here tonight, no more entourage for me. And I said, if I get out of here tonight, because I know my man Sil, he anybody who knows Sil in Harlem, they know he ready, set, go all the time. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, if I get out of here tonight, no more entourage. And that was in 1997. I dropped the entourage, and you know that's how I move around easy. So I say that to say this: the more people you got with you, you don't know people's personality. You don't know who's gonna steal something. You don't want to do something, but it's on your name, not anybody else's name.
Right.
So lower the people that you're around.
No doubt, no doubt. Before we go into this concert that you promoting tonight, I want to ask you something about streaming. Recently, this past week, a video was trending on Instagram about a hearing that they had where I guess the law might have stepped to the creators of Spotify,
right?
In terms of the slavery mentality.
Yo, bro, I can stop you right there. If the major labels are in bed with Spotify, where's the artist winning?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really bad. I was telling people that we probably have to, amongst ourselves, the underground and the independent record labels, musicians, have to go back to absolutely selling CDs and shit like that.
Well, I think people, for any artist that's watching, this is what I'm advocating for. Learn how to sell your own music on your own website.
Yeah.
And listen. If you're not a huge artist like that, it ain't gonna impact you anyway, because you're not doing the Drake, Taylor Swift numbers where it's gonna matter. Learn to get back to performing, get on the road, sell your music to people face to face, drive people to your website. That's even what I'm starting to do now, because when people like you, they buy from you.
Facts.
If they see you at the club and you rock, and they look at you in your eyes, and you can see the whites of your eyes, and you connected with them, and you say, hey man, listen, go to my website, buy my merch, buy my song. They're more likely to do that. But let's even take it one step further for everybody. And I'm getting ready to do an online music industry course where I'll be explaining this stuff. The music is cool, but the merch is everything. Because if you sell a $44.95 hoodie to somebody, that's equaling a crap ton of streams.
It do.
Okay? So your streams is just to get you out there and let people see your face.
Yeah.
What your merch and selling your experiences is what's gonna get you through. Chris Brown is showing you that in real time. Is he ruining women's lives? Is he ruining relationships? Of course he is. But he's showing you that in real time. $1,000, come in there, let somebody grab your booty, take the pictures, and you off on your way. How many streams? Anybody who's an artist, go calculate how many streams you gotta hit to make $1,000. Okay? When you add that up, because you're not gonna be Chris Brown, you're not gonna get $1,000 meet and greet, but it's all relative. You'll get whatever you're worth. But if you take $1,000, right, and Chris does maybe 40 or 50 of these at each show, how much is $50,000 in streams? $50,000 in streams, you gotta go, from what I know,
probably in the millions, way into the
you
millions.
gotta do at least 5 to 8 million.
Yeah, that's
So,
absurd.
Again, people, you can use Spotify, you can do whatever you want, but you have to learn other ways to circumnavigate the system so that you can make revenue and still be okay. Again, I'm going to leave you with this. People buy from who they like. People buy from who they appreciate. People buy from who they can relate to. If they love your music and they can see you, they're going to want to buy it. Do I do festivals? Listen, I do festivals all summer. I do stuff in Australia, 30, 40,000 people. But where I like it is the club, where I can see people eye to eye, because that's where I can network.
No doubt. Speaking of eye to eye, you and ARIE Insurance Arena, you just did the sound check, right?
Yeah, I did the sound check. People down there now.
What did you think of the facility?
It's good. It's good. It's the first time I've ever been in there. It's a hockey rink. It's about 6,000, 7,000 people. From the numbers that I got that they sold, it's going to be electric. You know, even though I do this every day, I never get tired of it. So I never met Sexy Red. It's be like my first time meeting Sexy Red. We do like 4 or 5 shows on a run in Europe. I know I'm doing August 10th with her and Quavo and I think Rick Ross, a couple people, but it's good to just meet people that you haven't met yet. Of course, you know, I know Young Jeezy from God knows how long.
Yeah.
Mooskies, you know, these are some of the young kids that I never met. So it's good to meet them and, you know, just see them and talk to them. And the thing that is more of a blessing to me than anything is when I've seen, like I was over there at the sound check, I get, yo, OG, man, how you feeling, man? I appreciate what you're doing. And they say that hip hop doesn't have respect for the elders, but I notice it's how you are. So when I see Drake get, yo, what's happening? Yo, bro, I appreciate. And I think there should be more of that in hip hop, man, because hip hop is the only genre where it seems like the young people don't have no respect for the people who paved the way. How could I not see when I see Grandmaster Flash, when I see Theodore, when I see Charlie Chase, and Cool Herc, first thing I'm doing? Literally.
Right.
I might even get on a knee, because if there's no those guys, there's no me.
Okay. What time is showtime? What time you taking the stage?
I'm gonna hit the stage like 7:30. So you got a bunch of opening acts and stuff, and then of course you got Mooski, you got Tay Money, you got Young Jeezy, you got Sexy Red. Again, like I am around this general area, so my daughter goes to school at Penn State in State College. So I'm in this area on a regular basis, just looking over, you know, popping it on my daughter, letting her know that it's real, like I will pull up on you. So, you know, I come up here, see you from time to time, stuff like that. So I never heard nobody at this level be up here. Who's been of this magnitude to be up here?
Jeezy, never. Not nobody like Jeezy.
Now, at this point,
Been a lot of rappers up here, but
not like that.
Not in that arena.
Right,
they was in hood spots. The people who've been here, but that whole being embraced. Shout out to Gigannon, and Top Floor Promotions.
The Top Floor Promotions. Listen, when I was introduced to Top Floor by you,
right?
I'm like, yo, bro, you should look at it this way. It's either Sexy Red or Glow Up.
Yeah.
Like they sharing that.
Yeah.
It's almost like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and Elon Musk. Any other day, one of them could be the richest person. So Sexy Red is at the top of the game, or or close to it. For her to be in this town, man, monumental, man, gigantic, man.
No doubt. Before we get up off here, I have to ask you a couple political questions.
Sure.
What do you think about the situation that happened with the former president, Donald Trump, that was like a week ago now, right?
So
it was in Pennsylvania.
So here's for context. My daughter lives in the area, so there's been many times that to come see, I had to fly through Pittsburgh. And you fly through Pittsburgh, you go right past Butler.
Yeah.
You go right through Butler.
Facts.
So, you know, when I heard that's Butler, like, you know, Butler is whatever, but, you know, there was I forget, it was about 60 Minutes, I don't remember the guy's name, but he was a KGB, he was from the KGB, he was an agent, and he was interviewed by 60 Minutes, and this is in the 80s, man, you gotta go look it up, just look it up on Google. He said, you know you won when you got everybody confused, right? So he said, when you don't really know what the truth is, you're confused.
Yeah.
Jack Dorsey, and if you get a chance, people, go Google Jack Dorsey talks about the truth. Jack Dorsey, which is the head of Twitter, was just on Twitter or whatever video he was doing 2 weeks ago. He said in 5 years, everything will be distorted to the point where you have to do super verification because we just won't know what the truth is. There are emails that you get, I know I get them, from a company or whatever. I gotta call the company to make sure the email is real. With that being said, I don't know if it was a stunt.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the deep state.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was real. I don't know what it is. All I can tell y'all is this, people. You better be worried about the United States of yourself. That is, worry about the United States of Fat Man School. Worry about the United States of Gully TV. Worry about the United States of yourself, because here's the thing. No matter who gets in office, you're going to have to deal with whatever it is. For me, I have made money in George Bush 1, Clinton, George Bush 2, Barack Obama, Trump, and Biden, and whoever going to be next. No matter what happens, you're going to have to get out here every day and navigate.
All facts.
Here's the final thing. No one is coming to save you. You could tell me all day, student debt, this, that, the other, it don't matter. People will tell you anything, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to get up here and do what you got to do. So I suggest you go read some books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Money Master the Game. I could give y'all a list of, you can hit me on Instagram, I give you a list of books to read. You better learn to be financially literate. And this is coming from a guy who spent an ass ton of money and did not get financially literate till 2020. It's a fight every day, but you got to pick your hard. What's your hard? Is your hard going to be getting up every day and trying to figure out how the Verizon bill going to get paid, how the T-Mobile bill going to get paid, or is it going to be studying at night when you get off work, learning how to invest your money and make money? Because here's the thing. Inflation is so high, you're never going to be able to save your way to being a millionaire. You're never going to be able to do any of that. You're going to have to invest in assets that accrue over time. That is that on that. Next question.
Well,
was I wrong for saying all that?
You killed, nah, you was dead on. That part that you said about the cost of living increasing and shit like that, that's something that's need to be said. I just spoke about things like that. I believe in my prior live stream, I was telling them how, in addition to everything I do career-wise, I still DoorDash.
But listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me stop you right here. We got a problem in hip-hop. People worry too much about what people look like instead of the action, right? Yeah. Somebody will come to me and say, yo, you wearing a compression shirt, you wearing a... They
just said that in the comments.
You know, you wearing an Air One shirt, right?
They just said that in the comments.
Let me tell you.
Good.
Here's the thing. You know, for whoever wrote that, you know when you really got money? When you go to the bank and people start shuffling around. You got money when you go to the bank and people say, hey, Mr. Freeman, so and so and so and so. You got money when you meet with the people from wealth management. Our problem as people is that you want to wear your wealth on your body. Real people who get money don't do that. Excuse me for speaking. They don't do that. You go to the places where people got the biggest houses and the most money, they don't even do that. hey people, I travel and I move around the world. You can go to my Instagram and see. I deal with legitimately rich people. I deal with people that are so rich they don't even publicize it. Great story I'm gonna give you real quick. I'm in Russia in 1999. I'm in Russia. I do a private party for about 40 people. Guy comes up. He says, "Yo, bro, you wanna meet the person who paid you? I got paid disgusting for this. So you wanna meet the guy who paid for you?" I said, "Sure, of course, because that's my business, right?" Guy walks up and he has a disheveled shirt on, hoodie jeans, and he has a pair of chancletas on. If y'all know what chancletas are, they're the joints that separate the one toe from the other four toes.
Flip-flops,
right?
yeah.
Right, flip-flops, right? Yeah. He said, "Oh, this is so and so and so." I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "Yo, man, you know he owns X, Y, and Z gas stations in U.S. I'm not gonna say the chain because I don't want to blow him up." I said, "Yeah." He said he's worth 98 billion. I said, "That's a lie, bro. Warren Buffett is the one who got the most money." He said, "Yo, bro, these people are so rich they don't publicize." True financial literacy people, you're not putting $10,000, $15,000 on your body to prove to somebody you rich, because real people that got money don't prove that they have money to people that don't have money. I mean, that's it. I'll give you a great example. I'm in Saint-Tropez for the Monaco F1 3 weeks ago. The people out there, they got money, they walking around with khaki pants on and little big boat shoes or whatever. You don't see nothing. You might see a watch, but it's so expensive you don't even know what the hell it is. You know, like, they do what they do. Yeah. So what I wear is not an indication of my financial wealth, because at the end of the day, I don't have to prove that to you. Because I don't know you and I don't see you. And in what world am I going to interact with you? I'm just trying to give y'all something to think about. Get your mind out of that. If you want to do something with the money that you playing with Louis Vuitton and all that, go invest it in LVMH. LVMH is Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy Group. They are the people that own Moet, Hennessy, Louis Vuitton, Sephora, Chanel, Christian Dior. All like it's a mixed bag of all that stuff they own. The guy who's the owner, his name is Bernard Arnault. He is one of the 2 to 5 richest people on the planet. Y'all want to ride with that? Ride with that.
No doubt. Showtime is what?
6 p.m. 6 p.m.
Who all is performing again?
Mooski, Tay Money, Young Jeezy, Rob 49, and of course Miss Sexy Way. Again, people, I know I may have given you a handful. If anybody just want to know anything about financial literacy, and guess what? I am not the end-all be-all. I'm still learning. But I could give you some insight and just tell you what to do. It is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. Take the information, read it, go talk to somebody who can tell you more about it. No
doubt. If you plan on attending this dope show that Fat Man Scoop is hosting tonight, you can get tickets at erieevents.com.
Yup, erieevents.com.
I'm going to put the link in the description. Hope to see y'all at the show tonight. Scoop, it's always been a pleasure, man. Tell them where they can catch you at when you kicking financial literacy.
Oh, man, I mean, sometimes I do it on my Instagram, so you can go to my Instagram at Fat Man Scoop. Sometimes I go live. I have a show called Sensible Ignorance where I talk about ignorance and sensible stuff. So financial literacy is sensible. I talk about financial literacy because I'm so happy to have learned it that I want to pass it on. Again, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to do what I do. What worked for you is what worked for you. What worked for me is what worked for me. God bless y'all.
Peace.
You got it?
Yeah.
What do you say in the comments?